What's up, everybody? Chris closes your deal here with Real Estate Investing Made Easy and Lazarus Property Group, and we are jumping back on some live seller calls. So, welcome back. I'm gonna clear my board here. All right, so I don't have a ton of follow-up calls for today. Let me just double check here. Got a couple. Let's see here. All right, did we make an offer on this one? Offered in the 20s, said he had an offer for 50 that he turned down, but he has been considering it. Pitch him on wholesaling it to another investor. So we can open. Let's see if I can. Know you're making a good bit of dials when you can't even remember some of the sellers you've talked to, even after reading the notes. So if you remember every single one of the sellers that you talk to, you're probably not making enough dials. All right, let's see here. Alexa, play songs by DMX. Alexa, next song. All right, let's call this seller in Fort Wayne.
Hello.
Henry, it's
What's up?
Chris.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? I was reaching out because you had spoken with my referral company about a property you own there in Fort Wayne over on Lafayette.
Yeah.
Looks like they paired your property with us because they thought we'd be a good fit for you. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, I'm all right. What's up?
All right. Yeah, man. They mentioned here in the notes that you were considering getting a bigger house and moving on from this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, yeah, and by the way, I do have to let you know all calls are monitored and recorded for quality and training purposes. The point of this call is just to see if the property qualifies in getting an offer as is. We're generally looking for properties for one of two reasons. We're either going to renovate it and put it back on the market, or we're going to keep it as some sort of a rental property. So by the end of this call, I'll either be able to get an approval from the underwriters with an offer, or they'll tell us no, and they'll tell us exactly why that is. Okay.
All right.
All right. So now some of the benefits of working with us is that we would buy the home as is. So you just all you have to do is just get whatever stuff you're going to take and get that out. You don't even have to clean up. If there's stuff you want to leave behind, that you're not planning on taking with you, you can do that and we'll take care of getting rid of it. We cover all the closing costs. We'd buy it as is, and there's no realtor commissions involved whatsoever. Okay. Do you mind grabbing a pen and a piece of paper real quick? I'm going to have you jot down some contact info. And then if we do get this approved, there's going to be some other info you're going to want to write down as well.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, perfect. So my name is Chris Deal. Like, let's make a deal.
Uh-huh.
The name of our company is Lazarus Property Group, like Lazarus from the Bible. And then if you ever need to get a hold of anybody here, the office line is 619-525-7132. And then if you ever want to check us out online, our website is just www.lazprop.com, LAZPROP.com. All right. So catch me up to speed. You're looking to get something bigger. You just growing the family, just not enough space here, or what's the situation?
This is not enough space, man. I got like 7 cars in a 1-car garage.
7 cars in a 1-car garage. Okay, so those are the kids, is the cars.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right.
Okay. All right. Nice. You like a car collector or just have a bunch of cars?
Yeah. No, I collect all the cars like G-bodies and stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. What's like your favorite car you have?
1964 Chevy.
Nice. That's awesome. Do you like restore them, or do you just like, you don't do
Yeah,
that?
I restore them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Sweet.
restore 'em.
That's awesome. My buddy, I'll never forget my buddy back in right outside of Philly. He had it was a 1964, I think it was a 64 Buick Wildcat.
Yeah, I know what those are. Yep.
Bro, that thing was so freaking dope. Had power windows, power locks, power steering. I was like, man, this thing's clean. Had the wheel well covers like the old Impalas. That thing was cherry. But all right, man. Well, how long have you been thinking about selling and upgrading the property?
I really haven't been thinking about it. I seen the flyer. I just see what the offer would be like. What, you know what I mean? So I'm not really pressed or anything. I just was wanting to know.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right. I mean, what kind of time frame would you be thinking? Like if you can get an offer that made sense for you, how soon do you think you would want to sell?
Shit, probably within a month. I mean, as long as I can get my stuff out, you know what I mean? I'm just ready to move on.
Okay. Got it. And so you just need something with a bigger garage?
Yeah, pretty much. I just need, I need a bigger garage. I need more land space. You know, like I don't know that. When you say it's like the houses, I don't want to say they're close together, but I wish I had more space. You
I
know what I mean?
gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Um, okay. It's just a 1-car garage, you said?
Yeah, it's a 1-car garage with a long driveway.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Yeah, I'm looking on like Google Earth and I'm seeing it, or Google Street View, and I see an old car in the driveway. Looks like what is that? Is that a Plymouth? You got a Plymouth?
Uh, what color is it?
It kind of looks like it's hard to tell in the picture. It's probably either gray or green, maybe. And it looks like it had maybe some sort of a like a, not a rag top. It's a hard top, but it had like um, the just not the metal. Like they had some sort of cloth on the top of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know which one that is, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
got like the flare, like on the back side, like it flares up on either side, and it's got like the rectangular uh lights. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't see what it is, but it looks pretty cool. Um, I think it's a Plymouth. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know. I can't read what it says. Um, and then it looks like there's another white older car in front of that one. So, but cool, man. Well, is it just yourself that owns the property, or is there anybody else on title?
No, just me.
Just you. Okay. All right, got it. And all right. So would you stay in the general area, or would you be looking to go somewhere else?
I'm not even sure yet. To tell you the truth,
Okay.
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Got it. Um, all right. And in a perfect world, what were you hoping to get for the property?
uh, I don't know. I believe it's like worth about. I want to say around 200,000. I know everything needs to be like. It's. I mean, it's not messed up or anything, but you know, when you get a house, you want to renovate it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it wouldn't take much to get this house back together. I'm thinking a reasonable off fee was anywhere between 150 and 200,000. I mean, but I understand it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, I understand there's supposed to be a profit made. You know what I mean? I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I just want a fair offer, a reasonable offer, and people know what fair is. So, you know, if you take a look at the property and, you know, do your research and, you know, fair offer is a fair offer.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. How long have you owned this property?
About 7, 8 years.
7, 8 years. Okay, got it. Do you own it outright, or you still have a mortgage?
No, I still have a mortgage.
Okay. Do you know roughly how much you might owe?
You know, like 80,000.
80. Okay. All right. Got it. So you still walk away with a little bit in your pocket. So nice. Okay, cool. And then would the plan be to, just take the proceeds from this to buy the next house, or are you
Yeah.
looking to,
Yep.
okay, got it. All
Yeah.
right. Perfect. And I guess when you bought this property, what is it that made you want to buy this particular house or in this neighborhood? What was it you liked about it?
What I really liked about this house is it has a sunroom in the back of my bedroom is off of a sunroom. So it's like I have a sunroom downstairs and a sunroom upstairs.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's a very great view. It's like you can see the whole neighborhood. It's very nice.
Nice. Okay. Perfect.
Plus, it's huge. Yeah,
Yeah, it's huge.
it's huge. It's a huge house.
Yeah, it's like 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
No more than that, but yeah.
Okay. Nice. Is it just you there, or you got family living with you, or friends, or what's?
Well, when I bought the house, I had kids. I have 9 kids. When I bought the house, you know, it was kind of in and out, but now they're pretty much grown. So
Got it. Okay. All right. So everybody moved on, and they got their own houses, families, and whatnot.
yeah,
Nice, nice. Okay. All right, cool. So when you make the move, because obviously with everybody being out, sounds like it's just yourself, are you still gonna need something quite as big, or are you looking for something, maybe the house is a little bit smaller, but you just get more land space so you can do what you need to do with the cars?
yeah. That's it. It's probably I'll give a little smaller house with a little bit more land, a
Got
little
it.
bit more space.
Okay. All right. No, that's perfect.
Cause we got
No.
like 4 or 5 bedrooms in here. You know what I'm saying? This is me and the wife. You know what? I don't need all this. And you
Uh,
know what I mean? It's kind of,
got it. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. When's the last time you and your wife talked about, selling?
we haven't. Like, I mean, I decided to see what the offer would be, or you know. So
Got it. So you're kind of on a secret mission type of deal?
no, that's not a secret. It's just my decision, and I just don't know what I want to do yet. So
I got you. Okay. All right. Um, you feel like she's going to be pretty on board with the idea of moving, or
uh,
not sure yet?
yeah, like uh, it's well, I mean, what I'm saying is not really her choice. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I got you. Okay. Um, Yeah, man. Everybody's marriage is a little bit different, like I know a big decision like
No.
that. If I brought it to my wife, she'd be like, well, hold up, we need to talk about this. So,
Yeah.
so I
Not
get you. All right. Perfect. Well, yeah, let's talk about the house. So as far as the neighborhood is concerned, is it mostly owner occupants or are there a lot of
Oh yeah, it's
renters?
HOA. Yeah, it's HOA. You can't rent. You can't rent over here.
Oh, you can't rent at all?
No, I mean, well, this particular part. Well, in this particular where I'm at, you can't rent properties here on this street. It's you have to own it.
Got it.
The
Okay.
homeowner association.
Okay. All right. How much is the monthly fee?
The monthly fee for what? Like, oh, HOA. Oh, no, it's like $20 a year or something.
$20 a year? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's not nothing at all.
Got it. All right. Nice. Okay, perfect. Um, all right. Do you know what the speed limit is right there on the street?
What? Not really. Probably 25.
25. Oh, okay.
I'm not,
It's just like a residential street, right? It's not like a
yeah, 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 yeah.
okay. All right. All right, perfect. Um, Perfect. Other than the sunroom that you mentioned, are there any other structures or any things that we can't see from like the Google Street View behind the house, like any other buildings, barns, any of that stuff?
No, not really. No,
Okay, got it. Is there anything structurally wrong with the house?
no. It's always been on a home warranty as I had it. So
Okay,
anything goes wrong, which it hasn't been nothing that went wrong, but if I had it, everything is covered.
got it. Okay, perfect. Um, all right. Well, let's talk about the inside. What I want to do is just kind of have you walk me in through the front door. I know it was built in 1950. So when you walk in the house, does it still look like 1950 on the inside?
Uh, yes and no, I guess. It still got hit the historic features. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
it's had upgrades. I mean, like, I don't know. It's you got fairly new appliances. You know, and I mean, it's been upgraded. You know, through the years. It's got a new roof. It's got new windows. Uh, it's just been a decent taken care of house. I mean,
Got it. Okay. All right. When you say it has a new roof, how long ago was that done? Do you know?
it was done when I moved. The year I moved, the year I moved in here.
Okay, got it. So 7 or 8 years ago. What about the windows?
The windows the same.
Same. Okay.
It was renovated when I got the house.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. All right. Perfect. Um, awesome. What about the floors? What are the floors like?
They're wood floors, all wood, and like they're good.
Okay. And is
I mean,
that,
they could use.
sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I'll say if you need probably use like I don't know, repolished or clear coated or something like that. You know, like how you just upgrade a floor. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Like
Just like
they're
some
not bad or
refinishing.
anything. Just yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you sell a house, you know you go do the same shit. You know, some paint, some carpet. You know what I mean?
I
A little
gotcha.
mix in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, there's no major. There's nothing major.
Okay. All right, got it. And you said that's all throughout. Is that even in the kitchen and the bathrooms, or is there like tile or something different in the kitchen and bathrooms?
So in the bathrooms there is, I think there's tile in the bathrooms,
Okay.
like laminate tile, that like the rollovers type. You know what I mean?
Oh, like linoleum?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's
All
just in
right.
the bathroom. All the rest of the house has got good wood floors.
Okay, even the kitchen.
The kitchen has tile. The kitchen does
Kitchen
have
has
tile.
tile. Okay, got it. All right, perfect. And speaking of the kitchen, is that pretty much original to the build, like the cabinets, the counters, the appliances, all that stuff?
Yeah.
Hey,
Sorry about
sorry.
that. Yeah.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I was just saying with regards to the kitchen, is that pretty much original, like the cabinets, the counters, and that stuff?
No, no,
Okay.
no. They've been up. You can tell they've been upgraded.
Okay. Do you know when those were upgraded?
Everything was pretty much new when I got here, man.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh,
So was it like a flip? Did you buy it from like a company that just bought it and flipped it
yeah.
or
Yep.
okay.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. I
Got
seen what they paid for it, and they put a little bit of money into it, and they doubled their money. So they more than doubled their money.
got it. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Perfect. So so pretty much everything like bathrooms, kitchen, all that stuff is all about 7 to 8 years old.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Sounds good. Um, is there a basement or a crawl space or is this on a slab?
Yeah, it's got a basement. It's got a partially finished basement. One side is finished, and the other side isn't quite finished. And then it has two attics which run through the whole house. I was actually gonna make that into another bedroom. It's huge.
Nice. Okay.
So it has two different individual crawl spaces. I mean, in an attic.
Attics. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. Um, is there anything that you were planning on doing to the house that you just haven't gotten around to doing?
If I was gonna do something to the house, it would be the sidewalk and the driveway, just for the
Okay.
curb appeal.
Okay. All right. What is it with the sidewalk and the driveway that you feel like needs fixing?
One of the steps, a couple of steps are broken. Like the way it's set up, it's like a two-step to my house. The first
Okay.
steps you come to, one of the steps is chipped away, the rock is chipped away, and then on the main porch, one of the rocks is chipped away a little bit.
Okay.
And then the driveway, there's nothing wrong with the driveway. It just would look better with newer, you know what I mean? And a newer driveway would just look better.
I gotcha. Okay. Is the driveway concrete or is it blacktop?
Yeah, it's concrete.
Concrete. Okay. Has it got like a bunch of cracks and stuff like that?
It has some, but not a lot. Like,
Okay.
like I said,
Got
it's
it.
decent, but I mean, I would rather, if I
Yeah,
was
just
gonna do something, I would be with that.
got it. Okay. So just get it cleaned up. Okay. All right. Perfect. Um, awesome. What about like the siding on the house? Is there any siding that's kind of pulling away or missing?
Uh, no, there might be one spot, but I mean, it's not even pulled away. I don't think it's just like a crack of a trim that has a crack in it. I think that's
Oh,
it. Just
okay.
a piece of trim that has a crack.
Got it. Okay. All right.
It's not even siding, the trim that keeps it together. You know what I'm saying? I think one of them
Yeah,
has that because I had a dog, so what I mean,
got
that's
it.
kind of what happened with that.
Are you talking about on the like the corner of the house? The corner post?
Yeah, yeah,
Got it.
like
Okay.
that. Yeah, like quarter bolts,
I
like
gotcha.
a
Okay.
wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I know exactly. So that's the corner piece and then the siding like feeds into the corner post, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah.
it. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Perfect. Okay. And then what about like the soffit and fascia, like the overhangs? Is that all just painted wood or is it wrapped in any type of like aluminum or vinyl or anything?
Uh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just I'm looking. No, it's just a standard wood frame, I guess.
Okay.
But there's some. I don't, I work in Windows. I can't even describe it to you.
I gotcha. You said you work with Windows or you work for a window company?
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
yeah.
What do
I
you
work
what do
for a
you
window
do?
company. I'm what's called a glazer. I put in windows and doors and
Oh,
high-rise
nice.
buildings.
Oh, in high rises. Okay. Awesome. Dude, that's gotta be interesting work because you're are you just on the inside or are you like scaling on the outside?
No, I'm scaling outside. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Bro, that's you're a better man than me, man. I ain't climbing up that stuff. I've seen way too many what's that movie? The Final Destination and all types of crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be
Yeah, yeah.
anywhere near
It gets dangerous.
that. Especially
My
if it
wife
gets
doesn't like
windy.
it that much.
Oh, I could
Yeah,
imagine.
she doesn't like it.
Oh man. Nice, dude. Well, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you might need help with when it comes to the sale of the property or moving or anything like that?
Nah, man, not kind of thinking. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a general idea and just seeing what. Because I had a guy come out. He came out like maybe 2 years ago, and he was offering like 150. And I was like, I just wasn't ready to sell. I was just like, it was just one of those things. But so I was just saying, what? And I seen your follow. Hey, the properties went up since then. Let me see what I mean. Let me see what
I
you're talking
got
about.
you.
So okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man. Well, everything that you've been giving me, I've been putting straight into our system, and that goes back to our underwriters where they're actually pulling a report on the property. It'll basically tell them everything that they need to know about it. So what
Yep.
I'm going to do, I'm going to put you on a brief hold real quick. Unfortunately, we don't have any like fancy hold music or anything like that. So, but I'm going to put you on a hold. It'll just be silent, and then I'll be right back. Just give me like 2 minutes.
All right, buddy, no problem.
All right, be right back.
Yep.
I lose you. All right, guys, if you guys are watching, we are looking at a property in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So let's see here. It's a 2.5, 2,000 square feet. Hmm. It's on Lafayette. Perfect. Here's one right across the street. The 4.2, 1,800 square feet. Let's see here. Fort Wayne's most coveted historic neighborhood. Some updates. 1938 build. So they listed this in June 22nd for 185. Did a couple minor price changes, then down to 175 a month and a half later, and then it's sold 30 days later. So 175. Let's look at the details on this one. I mean, it literally looks like a carbon copy of his property, just a little bit different square footage. Um, Carpet throughout. Oh, they're definitely doing homeschooling in this house. This is set up super cool. Okay, not really updated, so there's room to update this one. Partially finished basement. Detached garage. Yeah, this is a cool one. Okay, so 175 is probably, honestly, that's probably a good novation number. But we would need it at like 127 to make 30K. Let's look at these other ones. Yeah, that's not a comp, not a comp. Okay, let's go back a little bit further. Here's a 200K. Slightly different style. Okay, so this is a flipped house, 318. Yes, this is fully updated.
Yeah. What's up? That was all.
Hmm.
I don't know. Hold on. Ah.
All right. And then there's a 185. Not really updated. A little bit smaller. This one listed on November 10th, went pending on the 30th, and then closed on the 27th. It's like semi-updated. Yeah, honestly, I mean, ours could probably list as is for probably, 190. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Ours is 2,000 square feet. So this property sold 1824. So 175 divided by 1824 times 2076. Yeah, I mean, I think ours could probably list for right around 195 for a novation times 0.9 minus 30. So I think our novation number max is about 145. Now for a flip, let's see here. Is there any things that I didn't get? Okay, let me get back on here real quick. All right, Henry, you there? Hello, Henry.
Yeah, I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here.
All right, man. Sorry about that. I appreciate the patience. I actually don't quite have any good or bad news for you just yet. There's a couple questions they had mentioned that I forgot to get answers to. The electrical panel, if that was upgraded?
Yes.
It was. Okay, got it. So it's all breakers.
Yep.
Okay. Breakers, perfect. Any issues with the plumbing at all since you've been there?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
I've
And
I've had somebody come and unstop my sink once, but I mean, there's never been any major
okay.
problems. I think that was still the case too. So.
Got it. Okay. All right. And I know in these older, like 1950 builds, a lot of times the pipe that runs from the house to the city lines is usually it could either be clay pipes or it could be cast iron. Do you have any idea what those pipes are?
Oh, no idea.
No idea. Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. Yeah, the only thing with those older, and because, like you said, you have a long driveway, it's like long from the street to get up to the house. In the event that somebody has to, it's hit or miss whether you end up having to dig all that stuff up and rerun it. But with that kind of a
Well,
stretch, it could be a pretty big expense. Um, the trees that are on the property, I mean, like is that just a bush to the left of your house that's just really big, or is that a
uh,
tree there?
if you had an updated view of that, all those trees are gone.
Oh,
I
they
took all
are.
that. I had all that cut down. Yeah.
Oh,
Now it's just a big. It looks totally different with those trees gone. It looks totally different. It's just a big space.
okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. No, that's huge. Were there like some trees have like big freaking roots that are, problematic. Were you having any problems with the roots or anything?
I personally didn't. I had like it wasn't raised up by the ground or anything, but I just didn't like it, so I had them actually like take the root out. I mean, not out, but whatever they do, ground it or whatever, you
Yeah.
can't tell it was there.
Got it. Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah. Because if with the pipe situation, if usually what leads to that needing to be completely ripped up and taken care of is if there's like big tree roots that start like working their way into pipes and causing problems.
Well,
So if that's
I
all
never had a
resolved,
problem with it. I
yeah,
never had a problem with it, but it's still covered under my warranty, so
got it.
it wouldn't be a problem for me.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess what else would you still need to figure out before you could actually pull the trigger to make the sale?
I mean, like I pretty much have everything I need. It's pretty much will I have enough money to do everything I feel like I need to do. And
Okay.
if it's a reasonable, like I said, I understand that there's a cut that needs to be made. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so it's more about the people I'm dealing with.
Hmm.
You
I
understand what I'm
got you.
saying?
Yeah. No, that
So,
makes sense.
so yeah,
Okay.
like I said, I know you're gonna do your job today. I have somebody supposed to come by and look at it tomorrow. Because I'm not pressed to sell, but I seen your offer, and then I don't know why, but as soon as as soon as I made a call and started talking to you, somebody else called me. like I'm like,
That's
I
funny.
don't know how that happened, but I was like, okay.
That's funny.
So,
All right. Well,
but
if I can get an offer approved for the property today, do you mind if I tell you how the process with us works?
nope, go ahead.
Okay. So once we get an offer or once the home is approved to be purchased and an offer is accepted, we would just sign a pretty basic agreement. It's written in third grade English, not to insult anybody's intelligence, but it's just super easy to understand. After that, within 48 to 72 hours, you would get a welcome call from our transaction coordinator, and she would line up for us to get photos of the house. The title company will make sure there's a clear title for closing. They'll order any payoffs for the existing mortgage that you still have on the property to make sure that's all taken care of, and they'll take care of making that payment at closing for you. We'll schedule to do a couple walkthroughs, and then we head to the closing table and get you paid, and it's really that simple. All right. The last thing that they wanted to know was if we can get to a number that makes sense for both of us. Would you be ready to move forward with a purchase agreement today?
With the right number, yeah. With the
Okay.
right number, yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. Let me just put you on another hold real quick. I'm going to run back there, see where they're at, and then I'll be right back, and we'll cross our fingers. Hopefully we can come up with something.
All right.
All right, be right back. All right. Okay, so for an ARV, I'm coming up with ARV of 215. So 5%. And then really this is just going to be just kind of needs work type of renovation. So, I would say it's probably closer to like 30. That's not what I want to do. See if I can pull up the previous listing photos. Okay, so I got the previous listing photos. So yeah, I think we'd probably be closer to like a 40 to 50K renovation if it looks like this. But it's got that extra space for those two rooms, those sunrooms. It's got a two-story sunroom, which is pretty dope. 'Checking tax records. Building 76 square feet. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right, Henry, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate the patience. Man, those guys are they're tough. They got like five other guys in there trying to, work on properties. So want to give you a congratulations. Your property was approved to be purchased. That's actually the hardest part of my job. This is the first one that they've approved for me in Fort Wayne this entire month so far. So let me just explain what it is that they've approved, okay? So the offer was approved to purchase the property. Um, they approved the closing to be within 60 days. No commissions are going to be taken out, and all of the closing costs would be covered by us, like your side as well as our side. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, contrary to popular belief, we don't have unlimited funds. So anytime that they approve a property to be purchased, they set those funds aside in a separate account so they don't get used for anything else. So you have that pen and piece of paper handy still?
I actually don't right now. I'm driving.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. I can text this to you as well. But so if you ever need to call in and reference this, the virtual withdrawal account number is VW 3845. So if you call in and you reference that number, anybody will be able to pull up your file in that account. So that's where the funds are set aside. So now the one thing I'll tell you is it's going to be lower than you're hoping for. All right. but this is just what they've authorized me to spend, and I wanted to make sure you had the opportunity to at least, take advantage of it. The approved offer for your property as a cash purchase for us to flip is $87,950.
That's what you're offering me for my house?
That's the offer that they've approved for this house for a cash purchase.
Oh, I'm sorry for wasting your time, buddy.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, I understand, man. That's just what they've authorized me to spend. Um, and just to kind of give you a little bit of perspective, like how they arrive at that number. I mean, basically what they're looking at is once they fully renovate the property and bring it to 2024 standards, what could they actually sell it for? And just based on the comps in the neighborhood, it looks like comps that are fully renovated are selling for about 200. And so when you take 200, they have to back out all of the costs associated with selling it and also renovating it, right? So generally speaking, when we sell a house, we're usually paying about 10% for commissions, closing costs, and concessions and things like that, and buyer requests for repairs. So off of that 200, we'd be at 180. And then what is it going to take to bring it up to 2024 standards? And they're thinking they're probably going to have to put about, 45 to $55,000 worth of renovations into it to get it up to 2024 standards, like the comps that are selling for 200. Okay. So, off of that 180, that now brings us to like 125. And then we also, even though we're bringing cash, we have financial partners that are investing into the business. And so they're looking for a return. We pay a little bit of interest on that money. And so the holding cost would be about, 10 to 15 grand. So now we're basically at like 110 before we even make any money. And so, that's kind of where they're coming up with that offer. They're projecting a profit on this probably somewhere around 25,000 when it's all said and done after putting all the time, energy, and effort and the work into it. You know what I mean? Did I lose you? Henry, you there?
Please leave your message for 26070262241. Please leave your message for 26070262441.
Hey Henry, it's Chris. I think we got disconnected there. Not sure where we got cut off. But I had some other things I wanted to kind of discuss with you and see if there's another way we might be able to possibly get this done. There's another program that we have that not a lot of properties qualify for. So I didn't really go into that one. It just requires a couple different things. So give me a call back when you get a chance. It's just a different program and, it changes the way we do things. And so it allows us to kind of usually give a little bit more for a property if it makes sense for this particular program. So give me a shout back when you get a chance. My telephone number is 619-525-7132. Again, 619-525-7132. Hope you're having a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Hmm. Okay. All right. So in that one, I mean, I think we could get pretty close to his number with a novation, but we definitely have to anchor him down low to get the novation to make sense. And then hopefully we can make that work. Let's see here. But I'm pretty confident in the novation numbers. Novation number, we could basically be at 140 and it'll probably sell for right about 200. So let's see here. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let's get a new lead. It's another Fort Wayne. Let's see, she got an offer of 120 on this already from somebody else. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Lana, it's Chris. How are you?
Oh gosh, long time no hear. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Probably
Yes, I'm
not.
still not
Sorry, what
selling
was that?
anything. I said I'm still not selling anything.
You're not selling anything?
Is that what you wanted to know?
Oh, yeah, I was
If we're,
actually sorry, say that again.
is that what you wanted to know if we were selling anything?
Any of your properties?
Yes.
Yeah, you had spoken to actually one of my colleagues within the last couple days and mentioned that you guys were considering selling property over on Sherman.
Yes, I was, but my husband let me know that we weren't. So,
Oh, okay. Got it.
yeah, it's kind of like not right now, but one day.
Maybe
I
later.
still have you guys' phone number, yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, yeah, definitely, hang on to my information. How far out do you think you guys might be?
Oh, I don't know. We're just getting ready to leave the 1st of November to go down to Florida till May. So I'm not even thinking about that.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, no, understandable. Where in Florida you
Yeah.
guys usually head to?
We have a place in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay. All right. My wife's from Fort Myers originally.
Wow, too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, I'm not, I don't know how much damage there is down there. I hear some, I hear none, I hear a lot. Our
Yeah.
place did not get any damage. No water damage, no. The only thing that happened was electricity was off for probably about maybe 24 hours,
Yeah.
maybe
That's
not quite that long.
that's what she's heard too, is it definitely was not as bad as what Helene
Ian,
did. And Ian, yeah, Ian, I mean, she had friends that were up on top of their
yeah,
their roof. um
it was, yeah.
so it was
It
really
was
bad.
sad when we got done there. Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah. Did your guys'
But
house get beat up back in during Ian?
no, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh, you guys
We are
lucked out.
really about, yeah, we are probably about 7 miles from the beach.
Oh, okay.
And, it depends on how much traffic there is going over the bridge.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're there in 10 minutes at the most.
Okay.
And the only thing we got was, we got some water surge, but it come a foot from our garage. We
Mm,
didn't, that was it. That we were so lucky.
nice, nice. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
definitely lucked out. All right. Well, have a safe trip. There wouldn't happen to be any other properties that you guys have that you're considering selling at this point, is there?
No, I only have two over there in Fort Wayne now. We sold
Okay.
them all but two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Where
Yeah.
where are the rest of them?
One is on well, two of them was on Wells. I still have one.
Hmm.
And then they were sporadically Boone. I mean, all over.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay. All right. So you're just down to the two left and then your vacation property in Florida. Got
And
it.
one here in Warsaw.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I read over Warsaw. And then our home here.
Got it. Okay. All right.
All
Well,
right.
save my number in your phone and, if anything comes up, if anything changes, don't hesitate to reach out, would love to work with you and see if we can come up with
Sure.
something reasonable.
And I did tell her the wrong house. We did have a flyer come through for the house on Wells for 120,000,
Oh, okay.
not on Sherman.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Are you guys
Thanks for
still?
calling.
Yeah,
Bye.
no worries. All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Let's see here. So interested, not ready now. All right. Let's see here. Another Fort Wayne. We're getting a bunch of Fort Wayne stuff. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I just have to fill up my coffee. All right, let's make another dial.
Hello.
Hey, Terry, it's Chris. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm not familiar with you, Chris.
Yeah, no, this is our
Uh,
first time chatting. You were actually talking to one of my colleagues, one of our referral partners, about
oh,
a property you own in Fort Wayne on Ormsby that you were considering
yeah.
selling. They mentioned to
Uh-huh.
us that they felt like we would be a good fit for you. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No. It's just I thought if I didn't know if you were someone I knew or not.
Got it.
But
Yeah,
go
no
ahead.
worries. Wasn't sure if sometimes they give my name and information before I call, so I wasn't sure if they had already told you who was going to be calling or not. So, uh,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. But yeah, it looks like they had mentioned here in the notes that I guess you've had a bunch of rentals for a while and you're just kind of looking to downsize and you're, maybe tired of being a landlord.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Well, and by the way, I do have to let you know all calls are monitored, and recorded for quality and training purposes. But yeah, tell me more about that. What's got you ready to hang it up?
Well, we're just ready to downsize like I said, and want to get some things off of our well, what do you call it? Chest, docket, what?
Books.
We just want to downsize and have less things to do.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are
So
you guys managing these properties yourselves, or do you have a property
yes,
manager? Oh,
no,
okay.
we don't. So
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, it's
uh-huh.
how many properties are you guys managing yourselves?
We have several, but this is one that we want to sell. So
Okay.
are you interested?
Yeah, we're looking to pick up. So generally, we're looking for properties for one of two reasons. We're
Uh-huh.
usually either going to purchase it, renovate it, and put it back on the market, or we're
Mhm.
going to buy it and keep it on our portfolio as a rental. So, by the end of this call, I should be able to get, either the underwriters will approve it and they'll give us an offer for you, or they'll
Mhm.
deny it and they'll tell us exactly why they don't want to buy it.
Okay.
So, but generally, some of the things that are nice about working with us is that we buy the home as is in its current condition. So you don't have to do any renovations or clean it up or anything like that. We pay all the closing costs. There's no realtor commissions that would come out. So if we do get a number approved, that would be a net number to you, of course, minus out any outstanding debt and taxes and things like that. All right.
Okay.
Do you mind grabbing a pen and a piece of paper real quick? I'm going to have you jot down my contact info, but also if we do get this approved, there will be some other info you'll want to jot down as well.
Well, hold on just a second.
Sure.
Okay, Chris.
All right. All right. So again, my name's Chris. My last name is Deal. Like, let's make a deal.
Uh-huh.
The name of our company is Lazarus Property Group, like Lazarus from the Bible.
Mhm.
Our telephone number here at the office is 619-525-7132.
Okay.
And then if you ever want to check us out on the web, our website is just www.lazprop, LAZPROP.com.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I guess, how long have you been considering, downsizing and getting this property off your books?
Probably maybe the last couple of months or so.
Got it. Okay. Was there something in particular that happened with this rental that, kind of spurred that thought?
No, we're just trying to decide which properties we want to keep, which ones we want to get rid of.
Okay.
And so this is one that didn't make the cut. So, yeah, it needs a little bit of work.
Okay.
And so we could do the work ourselves, but just don't feel like it. So
Got it. Okay.
thought maybe this might be a better way to go. We'll see, depending on, what kind of offers we get.
Yeah, certainly. Okay. Got it. Well, yeah, we can certainly dive into, the work that's necessary. But before we do that, I guess, once you guys end up selling, I'm guessing you guys have never occupied this property, right? You guys have never
What was
occupied.
that?
You guys have never occupied this particular property yourselves, right? It's always been a rental?
No, always rental.
Okay. All right. Got it. So, let's say we are able to get this through and across the finish line and we move forward with the purchase. Like, what's the goal? Like, are you guys going to be reinvesting? Is it just going to go in the bank? You going to go travel the world? Like, what's the plan?
I'm not sure. It's my mother's property, and I don't know what she plans to do with the money, but
Got it. Okay. Okay. And is it currently occupied?
yes, it is.
Okay.
We have a tenant that's been in there for probably about 8 years.
8 years.
And I don't think she's too excited about moving. So
Got it.
possibly she would want to stay, depending on, how much the rent is and all that.
Okay. All right. Is she on a long-term lease or is it month to
No,
month?
she's on month to month right now.
Okay, month to month. And what is the current rent that she's paying at this point?
I really wouldn't know. I know what rent is going for in that area,
Mm-hmm.
and in that, because we give her a little bit of a break,
Mm-hmm.
because, well, she's a single mom, kind of struggling, so we give her a break. But I know that rent in that area is going for around $900 to $1,200.
900 to 1200. Okay, so average rents 900 to 1200. I mean, how much of a break are we talking here? Only reason I'm asking is because if there is going to be a world where we might, keep her in it as a tenant, we obviously need to make sure that it pencils out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what she's capable of paying, but we rent for about $300 below market to her. About $200 below market.
Got it.
We give her quite a break.
Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive break there. That's really nice of you guys. So she's paying about 700 or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's in art. We just wanted to do that for her.
Yeah, no, that makes
But,
sense.
I don't know what you would be able to do, but.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. All right. And okay. Is it, you said it's your mother that owns the property?
Yes, and I'm handling everything for her.
Okay, got it. So you have like power of attorney or something, or?
Yeah, it's in a trust. So,
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So you're the trustee.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Okay. All right. And I guess in a perfect world, what were you guys hoping to walk away with on this?
90.
90. Okay. And how did you guys come up with that number?
Well, just looking at what houses are selling for in that area and knowing that it needs a little bit of work. So
Okay.
we took off for the work that it needs.
Okay. Got it. All right. Oh yeah, we can certainly see what we can do here for you. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the property. Let's see, how long have you guys owned this?
Oh, wow. It's been quite a while. Um, hmm, quite a while. Maybe 25 years.
Oh wow, okay. Got it.
hmm
Um,
Maybe 20, 25 years, something like that.
okay. All right. And perfect. Well, yeah, before talking about the inside of the house, I want to talk a little bit about the outside of the house. What's the neighborhood
The roof
like?
is kind of neat.
So
It's a working class neighborhood, and a lot of the people in the neighborhood are homeowners that have been there for a long time. I do see houses going up for sale now, and they're selling for what I told you, right around what I told you, around 125, 130.
okay.
And I know that the roof needs some attention, and we got an estimate on doing that, and we got an estimate for $8,000 on doing that. And the interior, needs some cosmetic stuff. If you're going to put another tenant in there, you might want to put new carpet, because it's carpeted only in the living room and the bedrooms. The rest is that luxury wood plank vinyl.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. So the hallway and all of that is the luxury vinyl. And
Sorry,
yeah,
not to cut you off. I just want to make sure I'm getting all these notes. You said carpet is in the bedrooms and the living room?
right. Yeah.
Okay. Beds
And the
and-
carpet looks good. It's still in decent shape, but if I were going to get it again, I were buying it outright, I would probably replace it before I put another tenant in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of times, if we are going to keep something as a rental nowadays, what we're doing is just doing LVP throughout the whole house, just because,
Right.
then you don't have to uh, replace it after every turn. Okay.
Yeah. Now, and also the trim, the wood trim, that's something that, you might have to paint, and where if there's nail holes or something that, if it were me, I would probably fill those in and paint it. And
Are you
then
talking
paint
about
on the wall.
the baseboards for the wood trim?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
The baseboard. And
Okay,
then, I would probably paint it throughout
okay,
if it were me.
okay.
And I was going to put another tenant in. Those are the things I would do.
Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, and I'm just so you know, I'm the last stop before it gets to the underwriter. I'm not the guy that gets to decide what they're gonna use it for, whether they are gonna keep it as a rental or whether they would renovate it and put it back on the market.
Okay.
So, but I'll gather all the rest of the information and submit it over to them, and they'll be able to determine what the next steps are, and if they want to move forward with something. As far as the structure, is there anything structurally wrong with the home?
No.
Okay. All right. And do you know what the speed limit is out front by any chance?
No.
Okay.
I would imagine it's maybe 30, 35. What
Okay.
is it normally in a residential area? Because it's all residential.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a big street.
Okay,
At all.
if it's just a residential area, usually it's going to be somewhere between 15 and 20, maybe 25. We always
Yeah,
ask
probably
that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we always ask that just because, if it's a 45-mile-an-hour limit out front on a street, then that obviously limits the buyer pool a little bit because, small, families with young kids don't want their kids running out into the middle of the street. So that type of stuff. So,
No, it's residential. It's on
perfect.
a residential street in a addition. So.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. All right. Is there anything out back of the house that we wouldn't be able to see from like a Google Street View, like any structures, sheds, barns, pools, anything like that?
No shed or anything. Does have a fence in backyard.
Okay.
That's about it, I think.
Okay. Is that like
well, I know that I do know that they have a dog, and they have a kennel for their dog.
Oh, okay. But they'd probably take that if they, if they vacated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the fence chain link? Is it wood,
It's
like a wood
chain
pro chain link? Okay, got it. So chain link, it's in the backyard. All right, perfect. All right, so now what I want you to do is, pretend, picture and imagine we're walking through the front door. I know the home was built in 1960. So when we walk in the front door, does it look like we just walked into 1960?
No, there have been some updates.
Okay, all right, got it. So
Yeah, the kitchen, we just put new cabinets in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
About maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Perfect. Okay. 3 to 4 years ago.
And it has a washer and dryer, and like a little area for the washer and dryer, small utility closet that has the washer and dryer in there, and it also has storage for other things in there as well. It's big enough,
Okay.
to be a pantry as well.
Perfect. Is the washer and dryer, is that yours or is that the tenant's?
I can't really remember.
Okay.
I think it might be the tenant. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I have to check with my mother.
Okay. All right. No worries. And then going back to the kitchen, what about the appliances there? How old are those?
They might be the tenants as well. I have to check.
Got it. Okay. All right. And then let's see here. What about it's just a one bathroom, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is the bathroom original to the build or has that been updated?
That's been updated.
Okay. How long ago
But
was
like
that?
I said, it's gonna need some work. It was just updated the same time that we put in the cabinets. I don't know if that was 4 years ago or 3 years ago. But when we put in the cabinets, we also updated the bathroom. But the walls are going to need some attention. They're going to need painting.
Okay, got it. So when you're saying it's going to need some stuff, you're not like the tub and the toilet and the floors in there,
No,
and the vanity,
that's
all
fine.
that stuff's been done 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But okay, got it.
Right.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. Now, is this on a slab or is there a basement or a crawl space?
A slab.
Slab, okay. Have you guys had any issues with the slab? Any cracks, any moisture issues?
We had some foundation work done about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was addressed at that time, so there aren't any issues. No.
Okay, got it. Do you recall offhand what the issues were that got addressed?
I can't remember offhand. I don't know if I can't remember, but I know that we had it addressed and it cost us $12,000. I remember that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would probably remember that too.
Yeah, that I remember.
It's funny how we could not remember other things or what it was, but we'll always remember what it cost us.
Right.
All right, got it. Perfect. This is all really good stuff. Let me ask you this. So let's say, you and your mom were, strolling into Lowe's or Home Depot one day and they're like, congratulations, Terry, you're our millionth customer of the year. And so for that, here's a $30,000 gift certificate for the store. And the only thing is you have to use it to do updates and renovations to this property and this property alone. What are the things that you would be doing to it?
Wow, that's the only thing you fit for?
That's
Yeah,
all you can
so
use it
left
for.
over. It wouldn't take 30 for that.
Okay.
I would probably, like I said, we got an estimate for the roof, and that's around 8,000.
Okay.
And then of course the carpet and paint. That's
Okay.
probably what I would use it for.
Okay. Got it. What about any landscaping, anything outside the home,
Oh, well,
concrete
you could
work or
always
anything
have
like
it land.
Yeah.
When they did the foundation work, they did some of the concrete work
Oh, okay.
too. Now there's a patio out back. I'm not sure if that is cracked or not. There might be a crack in it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Got it.
as far as the sidewalk in front, that was redone. That came with the foundation work that we did.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Awesome. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that if you were in our shoes as a buyer of this property, you would want to know, good or bad?
No, not really. I think it's a good property. It would be a good investment.
Okay.
So,
All right.
like I said, properties, once they're fixed up, painted, and made to look pretty, are going for around 125, 130.
Okay.
I've even seen one go for 139. So,
Okay.
it would be a good investment for you.
Okay. All right, perfect. Now, is there anything that I haven't asked that you guys might need help with regards to selling the property, or and getting any of you or your mom's belongings out or anything like that?
No,
Okay. All right, perfect. Well, everything that you've been giving me, I've been putting straight into our system, and that goes back to the underwriters. They're actually running a report on the property right now. It's basically telling them everything that they need to know about the property. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you on a brief hold real quick. I'll run back there, see what they've come up with. Unfortunately, we don't have any like fancy hold music or anything like that, so it'll just be kind of silent. But I will be right back.
okay. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
All right. Did I lose you? Okay. All right, guys. So another Fort Wayne property we're looking at. This one is just shy of 1,000 square feet. So we're going to underwrite this. Let's go back 90 days to start. So I always start with the 90-day comps because I want to kind of get a sense of the most recent solds. So it looks like there's some good activity over here in this pocket. There's 4 comps right around this particular street. Now, Oxford is the main drag. This one's a 1,250 square foot house. Now, here's the problem. Okay, so here's one. Here's one that's 975 square feet. And this one is not updated. It's got LVP floors throughout. It's partially updated. It's probably very similar to hers, I would say. Let's see, 3-bed ranch. Looks like the listing agent was also the buyer's agent. 1965 build. Looks like whoever bought it is renting it out. Okay, so it sold in 2020 for 35, and in 2024, so 4 years later, they listed it in June. So this year, June, they listed it for 129, and did a bunch of price changes. Finally, went pending in August, so 2 months to go pending after $30,000 in price reductions, and then sold a month later, and then they listed it for rent. So as a rental, it sold for 92,000. Okay, now hers is more updated. So let's just look at that. Now, all the other ones in this little neighborhood are all 1,200, 1,100, 1,050 square feet. Now, you might not think, oh, 975 to 1,050 is a big difference, but psychologically, buyers, the moment it crosses, there's a comma in the square footage, it changes the value of the home, and it can be a significant change. So that's something you want to keep in mind. You want to be more conservative with anything under 1,000 square feet. And this one's updated and it sold for 125. Let's see here. So this one sold in, okay, so this one sold in October for 38,000, and then they listed it for 90. 5 months later, went pending a month later. Then they changed the price 4 months later. Then they marked it pending again, and then it sold for 125. So 125 is like an ARV, I would say. Now hers could be already renovated to somewhat of that condition. I don't think we need to do kitchen and bathrooms. I think we just need to do paint and flooring and then the roof. So we could probably get away with a light fixer on this. She said $8,000 for the roof. You know, you figure 975. I'm gonna pop back on the call with her real quick. All right, Terry, you there?
Yes.
All right. I apologize. Appreciate your patience. I don't actually have good or bad news for you. There were a couple other questions that they had for me that I just didn't get the answer to. Can you confirm the square footage? It looks like what we're seeing is that it's only 975 square feet. Does that sound right to you?
Oh, I think it's probably more like 1,100. There's one that just sold that's just like it. And let's see, the square footage on that, I mean, they're exactly the same. Just a moment. Oh, yep, it is. 975 is what it has here.
975. Okay,
Look
got
at
it.
I have to look at the tax record. I don't know if that's
Yeah, we pulled the tax records and that's what it was showing there as well. That's why we wanted to confirm.
okay.
And the reason we always confirm that is because, you know, it might not seem like a substantial difference, but like there's, you know, some other properties that are very similar that have like 1,050 square feet. The moment you put a comma in the square footage, the price can jump a little bit. So people so that does come into play a little bit. So they wanted me to confirm that. The other thing that they wanted me to get confirmation of was the age of the hot water heater.
Oh, I don't know.
Not sure. Okay.
Not sure.
Okay, no worries. And then the windows, are those wood or are those vinyl?
Vinyl.
Vinyl.
They're vinyl windows. They're nicer windows.
Do you know when those were put in?
Oh, it's been some years.
It's been a while. Okay, got it.
Yeah, but they're still in really good shape.
Okay, perfect. And has the electrical panel box been upgraded at all?
Not that I know of.
Okay, got it. Do you know if it's is it breakers?
No, I'm pretty sure it's not breakers. No.
Oh, really? It's like fuses?
Oh no, yes, it is breakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's breakers.
All right, just wanted to confirm because that's obviously you know, that could be like a $5,000 or $6,000 replacement if we have to upgrade it to breakers. So okay, perfect. And then I'm guessing your mother owns it outright. Are there any liens that you're aware of on the property?
No liens.
No liens. Okay, perfect. All right. And what else would you guys still need to figure out before you guys could actually pull the trigger on selling?
We just need to get the right price.
Okay. All right. Got it. And, you know, if the underwriter was to come back with an offer, you know, approved for the property today, our typical closing timeline is usually somewhere around 30 to 60 days. Is there any reason that wouldn't work for you guys?
No, there's no reason.
Okay, got it. All right. And do you mind if I tell you how the process works with us once we get an approved offer?
Okay. Yeah, you
All
can
right.
go ahead.
Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Once we get an approval and an offer's accepted, we would sign a pretty basic agreement. It's written in third grade English, not to insult anybody's intelligence, but it's just super easy to understand. After that, within 48 to 72 hours, you would get a welcome call from our transaction coordinator where she'll actually schedule to get photos of the house. You know, we can coordinate that, you know, directly with the tenant. The title company will make sure that there's a clear title for closing. You know, they'll pull any records and anything like that. We'll schedule to do a couple walkthroughs, and then we head to the closing table and get you guys paid. And it really is that simple. All right. The last thing that they wanted me to confirm with you is if we can get to a number that makes sense for both of us, would you guys be ready to move forward with a purchase agreement today? Terry, did I lose you? Hello? All right, looks like we lost Terry. I'm gonna call back.
Please leave your message for 2.
Uh-oh. Maybe her phone died. We'll give her one more ring here.
Hello?
Terry, sorry I lost you there.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Where did I lose you?
You were telling me about the process, and then all of a sudden it just
It just cut
dropped.
out. Okay, what's the last
Mhm.
thing you remember from the process?
You were saying, I'm going to tell you about the process, and then you started, and that was it.
Okay, got it. All right. So,
Mhm.
so once we get an approval and an offer's accepted, it's a pretty basic agreement written in, you know, like third grade English, you know, not to insult anybody, but it's just really easy to understand. And then within 48 to 72 hours, you would get a welcome call from our transaction coordinator where she'll line up for us to get photos of the property. The title company will make sure that there's a clear title for closing and that they have everything necessary to do that. We'll do a couple walkthroughs and then we head to the closing table and get you guys paid. And it's really that straightforward and simple. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, the last thing that they wanted to know is if we could get to a number that makes sense for both of us, are you guys ready to move forward with a purchase agreement today?
Possibly. Just get me the information, and we'll see.
Okay. All right, perfect. I'm going to put you on another hold real quick. I'm going to run back there and just check on them. They should have everything that they need at this point, and I will be right back.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to say at least a $5,000 difference for that 75 square feet. The 125. All right, Terry, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So I really appreciate your patience. It takes a little bit here, and we got a couple other guys that are all going, at the same time trying to get properties approved. So, but I did want to congratulate you. Your property was approved to be purchased. This is actually the first property that they've approved for me in Fort Wayne this whole month. So let me just explain what they've actually approved. So the offer was approved to buy the property as is. They approved the closing timeline to be within 60 days, so no later than 60 days. No commissions would be taken out, and all of the closing costs would be covered by us. Okay. So the number that we have is going to be the net number for you. Now, they just put the funds into a virtual withdrawal account. Basically, like, we don't have, unlimited resources. So anytime they approve a property to be purchased, they set aside and allocate those funds so that they don't get used for anything else. All right. Do you still have that pen and piece of paper handy? I'm going to have you jot down this account number.
What is the account number for?
It's so if you ever need to reach out to us, if you ever need to, get a hold of anybody here, you reference that account number and they'll be able to pull up your file and the approval and everything. Okay.
Okay.
So the account number is VW, like Volkswagen, 3846. Okay. Now, I'm just the messenger. I know you're probably going to be a little upset with this number, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity based on them approving it and what they came back with. This is what they've authorized me to spend on this. The approved offer for your property in its current condition is $57,950.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, that just won't do it all. So I thank you for your time for, calling in reference to it and all, but that's not something we can do.
I gotcha. I understand. Well, man, I mean, how far off are they?
I just don't think I said 90. That's where we'd want to be, right around there.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I get it. Yeah, I'm on your side. The hardest part of my job is getting them to even approve a property to be purchased in the first place.
Okay, well, I thank you, and we'll just, I see what you have to offer, and that's it. We'll just see what other options we have.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, the hardest part, like I said, is getting the property approved, and this one they did approve. I mean, at this point, it's really just a matter of making the numbers make sense for everybody. I mean, I can put you on hold and go back and see if there's anything else that they could do. But before I do that, I know you mentioned that you guys had a quote for the roof of $8,000. You know what it was that they were going to be doing to the roof?
Yeah, they're going to be putting new decking on and shielding and then new shingles, so a whole new roof.
Got it. Okay, so that's for full.
And repairing the soffit. Yeah.
Okay,
so it's a whole new thing.
Okay, got it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I know with investment companies, you guys have a crew that you could have that done for probably a lot cheaper than us.
Yeah, I mean, we save a little bit, but it's not an exorbitant amount. Usually, you're probably talking about maybe 15%, of a difference versus, a retail purchase. The other thing typically that happens, and especially with roofing contractors, when they quote it, usually, and you'd have to look at the quote to see, but most times they don't specify how much wood replacement they would actually do, because normally you have no clue how much of the wood is actually needing to be replaced. So a lot of times they don't include that, other than like, just like a minor amount. And then if it goes over a certain amount, then they would tell you like, hey, it exceeded X amount of the decking that needs to be replaced. So here's how much it is for each, square foot of roofing, wood decking, that needs to be put on there. But I think for that size house, that is probably not a terrible price as far as, them replacing the roof. I mean, I know you wanted to be at 90. I mean, if we could get this done today, I mean, like, is that the best that you think you guys would be willing to do on the property? I mean, I'll go to bat for you guys to the underwriters and, see if I can get them to
Well,
come
when
up
you
on.
can get a number close to that, just give me a call back.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me ask you this. Are there any things that you guys were planning to do to the property that maybe you had like already got materials and, have?
No, we haven't gotten any materials. We just got estimates, and if
Okay.
it doesn't work, that we can sell it outright, we'll do the work ourselves, and
I gotcha.
and then sell it. So.
Okay. All right. And as far as like the timeline, like if I could get them up on the number a bit, but they just needed like a little bit more time on it, instead of the 60 days, and, a little bit more flexibility there. Is that something that would be
No,
a deal killer?
we don't want to get it done. Honestly, we'd like to get it done within 30 days. That would be better. But
I gotcha.
certainly no more than 60.
Okay. All right.
So,
Yeah,
didn't you say it's a cash offer?
Yeah, so it would be a cash offer. That's the initial offer that they approved, was a cash offer. The only thing I'm thinking about right now, because getting them to come up from 57 to 90, I mean, we're basically like, that's like a $30,000 gap right there. I don't know that they'd be able to come up on just a strict cash offer purchase. But there's another program that we have, because we're a nationwide company and we work with a lot of other investors. And so every investor has like a different strategy for what they're, how they're flipping properties, how they're buying rentals and things like that. And so we have a pretty big network of investors where sometimes it doesn't make sense for us and we can't get the number that makes sense for the seller, but we can bring it out to our network of investors that buy for different reasons. Like some of them buy for short-term rentals, long-term rentals, mid-term rentals. Some of them are doing assisted living facilities and things like that. And so it's just a different way to underwrite. And so sometimes we can work with a seller where we can market it out to those other investors and they'll pay us a referral fee basically for bringing the deal to them. And a lot of times if the property qualifies for it, it's harder to qualify because it has to meet, stricter guidelines. And I don't know if the roof would disqualify it or not. But if we can do that, it usually does allow us to bring the offer up a bit more for that. But in that scenario, we're not the end buyer. We're just bringing, some of our investment partners. Sometimes we have retail buyers that we've worked with in the past where they maybe got beat out on another property they were trying to buy, and we still have their contact info. But like I said, sometimes that takes a little bit more time.
Well, Chris, I'm going to have to hang up because I have another call that I have to make. But
okay.
If you feel like you can, get closer to that number, give me a call back. I'll be here.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll do that. And, if we can't make it work, then, we'll part friends and, we'll wish you the best.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Terry. You have a great rest of your day.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Well, this could be a good novation. There's not a lot of meat on the bone, but it sounds like they've done a bit of updates. So we're going to see what we can make happen here. But let's see here. All right. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to take a break for lunch, and then I will be back in, probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I'll be rocking out on the live for the remainder of the afternoon. Appreciate you guys following along. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Just keep in mind, I'm just doing straight calls all the time, right? These are not pre-planned or teed up or anything like that. We're just calling through leads. And so sometimes it goes well. Sometimes we don't get a hold of anybody. Sometimes we make some offers. Sometimes we lock some deals up, but this is the nitty gritty, the day to day of what you're actually doing as a real estate investor and in acquisitions. So hopefully you guys are getting value out of this. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, where we like to make real estate investing easy.